I was afraid to ask if you were punking me.
It's awesome. I'm so excited for you.
Okay, I can't drive.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking. Cyndi Lauper on the radio? I like Cyndi Lauper just as much as the next guy. I'll tell you what, I think it's pretty fitting for this particular car. This is not the high-performance car we're looking for. This car, it's built for the ladies. So, how do we get from this non-running, non-steering, abandoned, dilapidated Z3 to this gem here that's suitable for just one special lady that I've got in mind? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 3 of our Trading Up to a Porsche series. We've got our little Z3 running and driving. She's alive. We breathed new life into this guy, and I'll tell you what, our sad little set of wheels, it's time for a detail. So let's get cracking. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you've probably seen me pull seats out of this car at least twice, so I'll keep it short. Before we really get started, I need to reinstall the fuel pump access panel, which is secured by 4 Phillips head screws. And now with the seats removed, we can see the full scope of what 30 years of not really cleaning your car looks like. These carpets are cooked. In the first episode of our Trading Up to a Porsche series, we got our BMW home, and then we had to figure out how to get it to steer. The steering wheel was completely locked up. The anti-theft locking mechanism had failed, and there was no way to unlock it. I came across a post on the internet where a gentleman drilled a hole in the bottom of the steering column and then fished out a spring that held the locking mechanism together. Guess what? It worked. She was steering again. Little difference here. This is the driver's side. Of course, before we do anything, now over to the passenger side. Look at that. That's removing dirt and adding money. Looks pretty good. In the second episode, after replacing the battery, I found that our little BMW Z3 wasn't going to start. And that led me to replacing the fuel pump. And while this is a budget build, instead of purchasing a $500 Bosch unit, I found one on Amazon for just about $100. Okay, we just got done vacuuming and shampooing the carpets and they were absolutely filthy. I did nothing but pull straight mud out of this car. I've got a fan in there drying it right now. I want to make sure it's bone dry before we put the seats back in it. So while that's taking place, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning the rest of the interior. After I installed the fuel pump, I pushed it into the garage and off the gravel so we could get it jacked up in the air and get that fuel filter replaced. This is a very easy job. In fact, it only requires 2 tools, a 10mm socket to remove the shroud that protects the fuel filter, and a 5mm socket to loosen the fuel hose clamps connected to the fuel filter. I can't imagine what BMW would charge to do this. I will tell you, if you decide to perform this service on your own Z3, it's difficult to avoid getting a gasoline shower, so protect your eyes. I thoroughly cleaned both of the front seats, and while the passenger seat came out fantastic, there's no amount of cleaning that's going to hide the tears that were in the driver's seat. So I opted for a cheap set of seat covers, $60. All right, so inside our Z3, we've got a common issue here. It's these door handles. Now the anchor point on them, they're plastic, and in these classic Z3s, they have a tendency to break. And they're hundreds of dollars. So we got to pull this door panel off, see if we can't repair that, and I've got to do it on both sides. Also, windows, they're not rolling down. So the switches are working. I'm getting just a little bit of a click and a little tiny bit of movement. So I'm going to pull it apart and see if we can't clean up the regulators and get them going as well, because those also are hundreds of dollars. So let's get cracking. Here I'm using an automotive trim tool to remove the side mirror control switch. This will give me better access to the mounting point for the door handles. I thought that the plastic door handle mounting bracket might just be broken into two pieces and could easily just be glued back together. Turns out it was broken into about a dozen bits, so there's no gluing that back together. What to do? All right, so on these door handles, the plastic bit right there that screws into that hole right there, it's all broken into bits, and that's what happens with these old BMWs. So you can replace the entire thing. It's gonna cost you hundreds of dollars. I'm gonna try this. I made this little bracket out of aluminum, and yeah, I'm gonna use some epoxy and I'm gonna glue it on there and see if it works. I used a JB Weld putty once I put my aluminum bracket that I made on there. And so basically I've just built up the structure, and we've got our hole right there. So we'll see if this all fits together, and hopefully it holds. All right, it's all back together. And so far it's holding. Hopefully that does the trick. I may not have to take the door panels off in order to get to the regulators. On the driver's side, I hit the button and just hit the window. It was frozen up, came down, went back up, no problem. Let's see if it works on this side. Oh! I'm gonna consider that a win and just leave it be. All right, so we've washed the BMW for the first time in 6 months, and now it's time to get to this paint. That was one of the biggest challenges we have with this car, is this excessive clear coat damage. So I've got an idea of how we can fix it on the cheap. Not guaranteeing it's gonna work, but I'll tell you what, it's worth a shot. So I'm gonna start on the trunk area, and you can see right here, this clear coat is toast. I mean, in fact, most of the trunk, there isn't any clear coat. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a razor blade, just make sure we get rid of any of the rough edges, any of the loose clear coat. After that, I'm gonna use 2500 grit wet sandpaper, sand it down, and then we're gonna try to spray it with a rattle can of clear 2K and see if we've got any better results. Using a razor blade to shave off clear coat is a tedious process, but it's effective if it's done properly. The key is to hold the razor blade straight up and down, or at 90 degrees from the surface of the paint. Now, you're going to want to do short strokes and apply medium pressure. After I installed the new fuel pump and fuel filter, it was time to bring this little girl back to life. And I'll tell you what, it didn't go so good. She cranked and cranked, but she wouldn't start. So it was back to square one, back to the fuse box panel, where I discovered the fuse for the fuel pump was blown. This was most likely a result of that fuse being blown by a short in the old fuel pump after I installed the brand new battery. I saved you the pain of watching me mask off our Z3, but she's ready to go. All the bad clear coat has been sanded off. All I have to do now is wipe it down with some paint prep, and we're ready to spray. So, what kind of clear coat did I use? I used this stuff. Now, it's a 2K. What 2K means is 2 parts. You have your clear coat, then down at the bottom, you've got a hardener that has to be injected into the can so that it'll actually harden for you. So what do? You shake it for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, pull this off, put it on the bottom, hit it, then you shake it for 2 more minutes. Then it's ready to use. Okay, I just finished our rattle can clear coat fix on the BMW Z3, and the masking tape's off. I'm gonna show you the initial results. All right, guys, here it is. So on this door, remember, I just did this area. So I'm gonna have to come back once it's fully cured, and we'll have to address this edge. And of course, once that edge is addressed, we'll have to polish the entire door to try to feather it all together. So this clear coat's dried for a couple days. Now, I'm gonna see if I can't use a razor blade and try to knock this edge down a little bit. We'll sand it as well, and then see if we can't polish it and make it all look cohesive. Like I've already said, using a razor blade to shave off clear coat is a time-consuming and tedious process, but stick with it, it's worth it. We've also got to do some wet sanding with a block and then polish that area out, but it sure beats removing the door handle and the mirror and sanding down the entire door, then repainting, re-clearing, reassembling the door just to get the same results we're going to get with this patch job. Well, I think our little clear coat patch job came out just fine. Now, Body Shop will tell you that you have to sand down the entire panel and re-clear the whole thing, but I'm going to tell you, I don't think you have to. Looks all right. So on the trunk, it doesn't look too bad. Now, I'm still going to have to sand it down once it cures and give it a good polish. You can see the old clear coat through the clear coat that I put on top during the daylight. It's probably going to be pretty apparent. So same thing with this side. You can see where I burned through the paint, trying to get rid of that clear. It's not perfect by any means. I will tell you, it's gonna look pretty good at night, however. We're finally coming down to the finish line in our BMW Z3 Resurrection. And we're getting some pretty good results. If you made it this far in the video and you're enjoying the content and would like to see more, please hit that subscribe button. It helps a ton. Also, I think we're getting a whole lot closer to that first Porsche trade. So, reconditioning your headlights doesn't have to be a big process. Here's the difference. That's what it used to look like. This is what it looks like now. That's just with a buffer and some compound. So, if your headlights are opaque, yellowing, faded, completely oxidized, look similar to this, you might skip buying an expensive headlight restoration kit and try this first. All right, clear coat is done. I just did a full color correction and, well, look at her. Our little BMW, our $1,000 BMW, she's shining, she's coming back to life. So, how did we do on our BMW Z3? Well, we paid $700 for the car, $200 for a battery, $115 for a fuel pump, $30 for a fuel filter, $60 for seat covers, and $100 for paint and miscellaneous supplies. That brings the grand total to $1,205. Did I make a profit on the car? Yes, I did. I sold it for $2,500. And yeah, I could have sold it for a lot more, but this story's about to come full circle. You see, the previous owner was devastated by having to let go of her prized Z3. But the overwhelming costs to get this back on the road just weren't economical or feasible. So I gave her a call and made her an offer too good to refuse. So this little Z3 is going to go back to its rightful owner, its original owner. So without further ado, let me introduce you to Cindy. Cindy!
Oh my goodness. It looks so much better than it did. Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Wow.
It looks way better. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Cindy, when I bought this from you, you were crying about it, and I've had a lot of cars that I've sold and went, I can't believe I sold that car. So I thought, you know what, if there's any chance that Cindy's going to want her car back, I'm going to at least give her a chance, because I never got a chance to get any of the cars that I really loved back. We got to see if Cindy wants it back.
I thought he was joking. I didn't even want to ask, are you punking me? Oh.
And then I felt really bad about it. You know, my dad's like a pastor. You know?
Oh my goodness.
I felt so bad about it.
He did a good job, huh?
He did a really good job. Oh my gosh, he looks new.
914.6.
Oh my gosh, Carly.
I would still get one here one of these days.
You're making me cry.
Yes, heck yes.
I found the extra
35,
keys.
slant nose.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Renegade down in Vegas.
Yeah.
The five.
You got it.
Woo! Look at you. You look good in that.
This is crazy. This is crazy cool. I never thought I'd see her again. Well, I mean, he said that I'd see her to be able to say goodbye and stuff, but I never thought I'd have her back. I've been borrowing my sister's little car that it's cute and everything. It's not me, but I've been thankful as anything that she let me borrow it. I can't believe I get her back.
I love it. I
You
love
better
it.
get out of here while you can.
Yeah, get going. I love it.
know, right?
So,
Oh,
no, mine. Come on.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Oh my God, you did
Thank
such
you.
a good job. Thank you. Oh. It's like, I'm so impressed. You don't even.
Your number.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'll
Maybe
put
you
in
do
my
know.
contacts. I need to get a hold of you.
Someone must
later
have
on
done
this summer
something
with my
Yes,
son.
absolutely.
nice for you at some point.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a great night. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. We are very blessed. So we're happy this blesses you.
It totally does.
It's awesome. I'm so excited for you.
Okay, I can't drive.
Oh.
So, how do we do with our first car and our trading up to a Porsche series for $1,000? Subscribe to the channel. This one's going to be fun.